Howdy all, and welcome to part 16 of my playthrough of Conan Exiles. In the last part, I built a tavern, and my goal was for this part to take Dina out to a particular important camp of Dafaris called the Summoning Place. Seems to be the center of their Yog religion, and get a barkeeper to put into that tavern so I can start attracting NPCs for potential recruits. I'm going to show you a couple of things I did before we head out to tweak the tavern while I was offline. I had mentioned that I wasn't crazy about the roof line, so what I did is I changed it in the middle there. I put this little tower with a couple of braziers up there for light at night, made almost entirely of stable and Turanian building pieces, with the exception of I used the Corinthian cathedral fences all the way around, including up there as accent pieces. I wanted something that you could see through that looked like an actual railing instead of a solid fence. And this was really the only one that I had. So I did that. Oh, and you remember I built a stage in here. So on that stage, I went and recruited out of Seppermaru a tier 2 dancer. Dafari, maybe? I can't remember actually. And put them in actually dancer outfits, as opposed to the rags that they would wear after they were converted on the wheel of recruitment. And I renamed her using the naming scheme I do for anything that is not a named tier 4 recruited fighter or crafter. And that is, I will use some sort of version of the number. Usually, dos or duo or deux or something like that. In this case, it's the Japanese ni. So she is Nico. It tells me that is a tier 2. And while I was out there going through the chests in Seppermaru, I grabbed a bunch of decorations, which I usually don't ever go for, but it makes sense here in the tavern. So we've got, an ivory war horn. I think you can hear this. Oh, or not. Why are you not? Well. Huh. None of them are triggering. Or I've got the sound turned down so low that you can't hear them. But they all make sounds. And I picked up a bunch of the, teapots and steins, flagons, so on, some candles. All of that stuff appears in the chests in Seppermaru, and I hardly went after any of it other than lights. And I put some lights around, these torches all around to add light to the space. But now I'm going to head out to the summoning place. I made sure that Dina has, let me check again, has food. Oh, wrong spot. Actually, you know what? I'm making you all dizzy as I'm moving around here. I should have saved this once again in the last time I'd ever accessed this camp stove. I had left more than a dozen stacks of grilled steak in there, and of course they were all spoiled. Seems to be a thing that I do. Why am I putting that in there? I believe I want to put that over here. Oh, one of the other things one of the other NPCs I recruited while I was out there is I ran across another taskmaster, in this case an overseer, cat of the thousand lashes. So, yet again, like Opera Thousand Cuts here, Opera is a driver, which is one of the types of taskmasters. Then there's the overseer, and then there's the actual taskmaster. All right, so I will want one more thing here, unless I have... Oh, I do have some salted pork. All right, I'll take a salted pork as well. So, salted pork... Does it say... strength weapon damage plus 15. So if I get Dina to eat that, you can see it just popped up on her little info bar there that she now has food buffs. I'm going to ask her to follow me, and then I'm going to eat this hearty feast, which is going to give me a follower damage of plus 12. He says. There we go. All right, so now Dina has a total follower damage of plus 12 and a total strength weapon damage of plus 15. And of course she is rocking a strength weapon, the Perfected Steel Mace. So once I've got Dina ready to go, I'll get Kuro Akama to follow me. And we'll start heading up in that direction. Do I want to take you all the way up there and show you how to get there? I don't think I need to. You bring up the map, zoom in on this general area here. Centered in the map right now is the summoning place, that large opening within the cliffs around it. And if I move the map over this way, centered in it right now is the pathway that leads up past the Sinner's Refuge. And basically, instead of going, to the pool where the big crocodile is, or up to Sinner's Refuge, you just keep going straight and around. So what I think I'll do is I'll actually just cut out right here, and then bring you back when I'm ready for, basically when I'm right up there, or very close to it. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm back, and I decided I'd stop a little bit before we got up there to show you basically the path. Down there at the river, we came up past, that's the oasis directly in front of me that has the giant crocodile. And over there is the pathway into Sinner's Refuge. You can see the large standing stones that mark Sinner's Refuge. That squarish corner right up in front of me is the backside of the large opening that is the summoning place. It is sort of a ruin of some sort. Hard to say what it was. I'm guessing it is something from the Giant Kings, but now being used by these Dafari. All right, so we will get Kuro Akama some galloping experience points here. Kuro Akama is up to 9 already. I doubt that this little trip is going to bring him, I think, up to 10, but I will stop the gallop because there's a couple of things here for Dina to fight before we get up to the summoning place. Ooh. That is a one skull landscape boss rock nose, demonic rock nose. And that you'll see. Oh, all right. Where is my pick? That you'll see, you get everything. You can watch the stuff on there on the right. I'm getting crystal and silverstone and ironstone and brimstone and ichor and oil. And so many resources off of that thing. Very cool. Now these are basically just ironstone rock noses. That's usually what you find. Well, that's always what you find, except when one of them might happen to be one of those demonic rock noses. I know why I couldn't hear the musical instruments and you guys could. I had my sound turned over to headphones instead of speakers. So I'm assuming they were playing and I just couldn't hear them. Alright, you can see up ahead of me, there are the ruins. I think we've got one more rock nose to go. There he is. Alright, let's get a little bit of this stuff off of me and onto the horse. Okay. Alright, let's try to do that the right way. Alright. Let's get Dina up there to smack down some of these Defari guards. Alright. I will take your hide. I actually shouldn't be skinning you guys for your hide, but... Alright, you can see, I have discovered the summoning place. Nothing there. There are some things here, some special things that I'll want to check out. You can hear some ghosts there. Or ghost sounds anyway. I can never see the ghosts. I can hear their sounds. But what it is, it's telling you that right here, you know, there's a book. And you learn the emote to spank. Thanks, Funcom. Alright, I did bring... Alright, that's just a carpenter one. And that is a tanner one. Alright. I did bring an extra truncheon. Oh, I guess I must hit move instead of attack. Or Tina just really didn't understand how to attack. I did bring an extra truncheon so that we can knock somebody out if it seems like we're going to run across anybody of value, like a tier 4 crafter of some sort, of a type we don't currently have. Which is not that... Oh, alright. I missed. Tier 1 armor, so... Nothing of any real interest. So, the barkeeper is going to be in there. They won't disappear. That's the jailer back there. So we're going to kill the jailer. And I think I'm going to keep working my way around to take out everybody that I can before I come back for the barkeep. Assuming there's somebody in there. There's nobody in that cage. Well, that's a bummer. That happens sometimes. But now that the jailer is dead, I need that jailer's key. It's possible that the cage over there on the other platform might have a barkeep in it if this one is empty, but frankly, I think that's unlikely. I think that's usually some sort of fighter or crafter. So we may have to come back after this is reset. Now we want to... There we go. So there is a sorcerer up there, but there's also a cannibal brute, and they hit really hard. They used to also have a really decent amount of hit points. No, I'm sorry. They've always had just average hit points, but they used to have really crazy high damage output numbers. And they made excellent glass cannons. Basically, you throw them at somebody and they could hit so hard that ideally that somebody would die before they would get killed, even though they had fairly low hit points. They have since nerfed that damage quite a bit. So they're tough, they still hit hard, but they don't hit like a ton of bricks like they used to. Yeah, I should probably check to see if that's somebody of interest too. Nope, it's a Tanner too. Alright. That's going to trigger a whole bunch of people to come after Dina, and including this Yogg priest. And the archer, who's apparently going to shoot the horse. Well, brilliant tactical maneuver there, archer. Go after the thing that will not harm you whatsoever. So much for, you know, genius programmed AI combat. Nothing in there. All right. There's one more thing here to learn. A whole bunch of new emotes. Since they brought up a torch, that is a lamplighter instead of a cook that it is often, which means that's pretty useless. Alright, and I am going to draw this guy or just straight up kill. Because up there we also... Oh, well, that brought them all anyway. Alright. And they ran away. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. Alright. Another cannibal brute over on this side. Another sorcerer. Alright, did the archer have anything worthwhile? Nope. Another jailer's key. We have a book. This is the first cooking recipe set that you can get, or at least the closest if you do. Ooh, I just realized I had some drums. I wanted some drums to go up on the stage as well. All right, and here we have nobody. Wow. All right. Both of them 0 barkeeps or anybody. All right. So we need to run far enough away from this zone to get it to reset. I mean, I could wait for 15 minutes, but I don't want to wait for 15 minutes, and I don't want to have you folks sit around waiting for 15 minutes. So we are going to head around here. Yeah, what the heck? Let's explore. Try not to kill the baby deer by running it over. Let's explore this little camp here, which we haven't found, we haven't discovered yet. All right, Tanner, go after the horse. There's one other... Yeah, there's another archer up here, usually. All right, I'm sure the name of this place popped up while we were fighting. Take a little human flesh. Well, grilled steak. Look at that. Free food. I don't know if this qualifies as being far enough away from the summoning place for a reset. So we're going to go a little bit further. All right. I don't want the corruption, but I might as well learn this. And this would be another sort of teaching moment. All right, you see that pillar surrounded by all that corruption mist. This hole is the sinkhole. There is a tier 3 landscape boss, an undead dragon in there. You notice I started getting corruption. I'm going to click on this and it attunes my bracelet to that pillar. What that means is that near the end game, when I can learn how to make a map room, I can use that map room to teleport to any of the various pillars that you can attune your bracelet to. All right. I think, since I'm basically at the river environment here, I've got to be far enough away from the summoning place. I think I just heard a rock nose get... Or we got the aggro of a rock nose back there. So, but I don't care. All right. Let's head back to the summoning place and see whether or not we did, in fact, get it to respawn. Great place to go train your horse, by the way, if you just want to, you know, have fun. We didn't kill those two, so the question is, we did kill the two that were right in the middle. And they have respawned. All right, so that means the summoning place has respawned. All right. Don't want to mess around here. You just want to go in and... take a quick look at what they have.
I will drink your blood.
First, I keep gathering these weathered skulls because they're very important for the sorcery stage, or for learning spells at the thaumaturgy table. I would take the moment to have a drink, because clearly my mouth is dried out. But I want to get through all of these people and ideally get a barkeeper. Or a barkeep. Cook 3. Decent cook. And has raw meat. We'll take it. Starting to get loaded up here. Alright, let's get some of the stuff off me and onto horse. Why would those light armors be the heaviest? Oh, alright, guess that's it. Oh, there was one right there. Facade hide stretcher. We already have Indigo the Vengeful. Oh, look at that, too. Growth Death Eater. We already have a Tanner, and we already have a Sorcerer, so I didn't need any of them. But being a tier 4, Gruth is always going to drop good stuff. Oh, I had not learned... Oh, that gave me... Yeah, the Skelos Cultist Master. Nothing. Wow. Alright, I'm not going to waste going after them. Not going to waste going over there. Let's go... Whoop, let's jump and not run down the stairs. Another lamplighter. Certainly don't need any more drums.
I will drink your blood.
2 Gruth Death Eaters. Wow. And let's heal up a little bit there. Took a little bit more of a hit from a tier 4. Oh, and I think I did it again. My knuckle hit my mouse sampling speed button. Dropping it down to the lowest setting. Alright, well, I'll take all of your stuff that I can here. Growth. What else can I put over here? Alright, these skulls weigh the most. There. Alright, do we have anybody? We do. They are not speaking to me, which means they are not a barkeeper. The barkeepers always beg for their lives. Do I want to waste... I've got 4. It's highly unlikely I'm going to get a tier 4 crafter or fighter out of a cage in the summoning place, but we'll give it a shot. A priest of Zath. And the door closed. You know what? To heck with it. No, I've still got a little bit of time. Alright, we'll do it again. We'll try to reset it again. Come on, kids. Get on down here. Alright. And we'll gallop out into the blazing hot... Alright, instead of going all the way around there, I think I'll go around here and head down into the river. Tick off a whole bunch of hyenas. That's not the pathway down to the river. Well, I guess it could work. Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't understand why I take damage when I do things like that and my horse doesn't. Why do I hear croc? Yeah, that's because there's the croc. Go get it. All right. Let's head back up and see whether or not we've got another reset. We've got a Kudo after me, and we're again going to attract the aggro of a bunch of those hyenas, I think. Or maybe not. Oh, should have gotten a drink while I was down there in the river. See, my thirst has reached a thirsty level. All right. One more time.
Yog, take me.
You know what? I've got plenty of bone. I can get more bone. Pick a target. Yeesh. I'll grab the hide. Although, to be honest, I don't know that I have the carrying capacity for much else here. All right. Two cooks. Oh. Apparently I run out of stamina. Tanner 1. Come on, jailer. Alright, not going to worry about stuff up there, and nobody. Alright, we're up to 33 minutes already. This is 3 attempts at this particular cage, and nobody has been in it at all. In 3 attempts. And I've been in other playthroughs, how many times I can't even count that I've been up there and there's been a whiny barkeep begging to be let out. And sure, that's mean of me. But alright, I think I've got time for one more try. Before this becomes too long a video, and I basically just stop and waste it. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I am going to stop recording, and I'm going to go back in until I get a barkeep there. And I'll bring you back when we're at that point. So, see you in a bit. Okay, folks, welcome back. It's starting to get dark. We went through 2 more sessions of trying to come into the summoning place, or coming into the summoning place, and nothing there. Finally, we got this guy. You see his dialogue down below, but you can hear him basically in there begging for his life. To make sure that nothing else attacks him, we're going to need to clean out everything else up around here. Because once we open the cage, he's basically our fighter or NPC just standing there waiting to collect the aggro of anything else around here. Including that big Dafari witch doctor. Do they have anything? Not really. We got some food on the Tanner. We'll definitely take that. Some more bone. And some more human flesh. Alright. Yeah. So now he just called me all sorts of horrible things. Wished horrible things on me. I'm still going to let him out because I'm a nice guy like that. Alright. And now that I have the keys here in my jailer keys here in my inventory, and one of the advantages of not having anything in here every other time we've gone through is we got a lot of jailer keys. I just click on the cage and it opens it up.
Before anyone notices, you will not regret this, I promise.
Alright, so you see we now have a barkeeper. If I click on him as though to command anything, like he is a fighter,
I owe you much, but I am...
now I can talk to him and he'll just say a bunch of things. But to be able to actually interact with him in any fashion, I have to hold down the E key to bring up the interaction wheel. There isn't really anything I want to do as far as an interaction. And I do want to get out of here before anything respawns. Or maybe he wasn't following me. Why wasn't he? Oh, he can't be following me because I've got Dina. Dang it. All right. Can I place Dina out on the landscape out here? Yes. Nothing will attack her out in that distance. So, let's go back and hope nothing is respawned here, that wasn't far enough out to generate a respawn. You still there? You still there. All right. Now I'm going to do the recall follower to the base. To do that, I need to take everything off of Dina. And before I do that, I'm going to check. Yeah, okay. Because otherwise, all of this will disappear. When Dina is recalled, everything on her, including armor, everything just goes away. Or when any follower is recalled. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ride back to my place. I will see you when I get there. See you in a bit. Okay, folks, welcome back. I'm here at the tavern. I'm going to show you how to do the recall. So you'll see Dina is right here, not highlighted. Means that Dina is not in the zone that I'm currently in. Oh, the Dancer of Zath is still considered basically a follower of mine, and nothing has apparently spawned there to kill her. So she's either back in the cage or, well, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, so if I right-click on Dina here, status rescue is what it's called. Break bond, I don't want to do that, obviously. So I'm going to hit rescue. Player was recently attacked. Oh, that might be, okay. So it might be still from the last time we did any fighting up there. Alright, so in that case, let me run around some of these stools here. I'm going to...
I owe you much.
Ah, did it again.
I am wasted.
Can't access his inventory by just clicking. Alright, I'm going to... I made some Relic Hunter clothes, a Relic Hunter shirt, and the trousers. And I'm going to put on the Turanian Scout boots, because I think they look cool. Alright, so that's our barkeep. If I hold the click and go to stand guard instead of follow, you can see all of these places are available for the barkeep to go to. What I want is that one behind the bar. Now, people will, you can see we've got animations there, cleaning the bar and so on. NPCs will start coming in here pretty quickly. And I kind of wanted to hang out long enough to show you that, or to show you what the bar would look like when it's really crowded. I'm already too long here, so what I'll do is I'll just hang out here for a little bit until somebody shows up. And they've got two entrances that they can come in, here or across the bridge. So in the meantime, we'll see if basically 2 minutes have passed, if we can rescue. 10 seconds to go. All right, and we'll do a countdown. No, we won't do a countdown because that would be incredibly boring. So I'll just talk for another few seconds. And rescue. Yes. In fact, it made a sound as though... All right, well, there's our first person. And this is somebody who will always show up. This is Zil the Wanderer, who has something to do with the event, the Jebel Sag event, which is not going on right now. The other event is going on right now, the one where you collect sorcerer's skulls. So we've got our first person. I'm going to run over and see if Dina just suddenly showed up. Not yet, or at least not that I can tell anywhere obvious. So sometimes it takes a while for them to actually make it back to... They don't physically run back to the base. They actually do eventually teleport back to the base. But sometimes it can take a little while. Alright. Well, I'm waiting for one or two more people to show up. I think I will put a drum or two down here on stage 2. Let's put that in 7. Put one right over here by the war horn. Oh, I've got 3 of them. We'll put another one over here. All right. Yeah, now you can hear the sounds. All right, as you can see, it's getting light out because, again, I have my nighttime setting set so that it zips right by. And it doesn't look like we're getting anybody anytime soon. Usually you get people drifting in here pretty quickly. I'll sit down on the bench for a second. Enjoy the early dawn. Sit down here at this stool where there's, oh, that's where the flagon is. Find one that's in front of the teapot. There we go. Have a little breakfast tea. I'm a coffee drinker, but there might be a coffee urn or something that you can craft at some stage, but I don't know about that. Alrighty, folks. Well, yeah, we're not going to get anybody else come rushing right in, apparently. So I'm going to call it. We have our barkeep. I'll give barkeep a name. And we've got one client. Yeah, all right. Well, let me see if you can do this with Zil as well. So you can turn over the seats, and to be able to get the fastest opportunity, the greatest opportunity to find different types of people to recruit, you need to move people out of seats. Otherwise, they'll be there for quite a while. Like I said, we'll call that a video. Thank you for joining me. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, give it a thumbs down. If you want to say anything about this video or what we're doing here, please do leave a comment down in the comments section. If you have any questions, also throw the questions down in there as well. If you like this or any of the content on Nerd Caliber in general, please do consider hitting the subscribe button and clicking on the notification bell. In the meantime, I will see you at the next one, and stay safe and be well. Bye-bye.